Incorporated. That's in Charlottesville, which is practically our own backyard.
That's a high body count.
Yeah.
And a knife, it's highly unusual.
Could be 2 killers.
That would be the
Pretty hard to do for the typical workplace killer who's mentally ill or outraged about some perceived injustice. Often by cop is usually part of the plan. We're shot to death. All the way in here without alarming anyone.
It wasn't
Information.
Reid.
Of torture was used to prevent someone from revealing a secret.
Maybe she offended him.
I wonder what that's like.
Her lips are extremely chapped.
She was probably forced to repeatedly participate. He tortured her in these clothes, which means the 80s are...
Look, we gotta talk about this.
What are we talking about?
I get it, okay? You're disappointed with the way we handled Emily.
Look, I have a lot going on, all right?
You know what I think it is?
What?
You're mad that Hotch and I controlled our micro-expressions at the hospital, and you weren't able to detect our deception.
You think this is about my profiling skills? Jennifer, listen, the only reason you were able to manage my perceptions is because I trusted you. I came to your house for 10 weeks in a row crying over losing a friend, and not once did you have the decency to tell me the truth.
I couldn't.
You couldn't? Or you wouldn't?
No, I couldn't.
What if I started taking Dilaudid again? Would you have let me?
You didn't.
Never thought about it.
Spence. I'm sorry.
It's too late, all right?
Reid. Surprise. Hey, where have you been? I wanted to do brunch this weekend.
I had to deal with some stuff with my mom. Have you seen Garcia?
She's with Rossi. He hates me.
Where were the dump?
To the abduction sites.
Worried about me.
Risk, then I encourage you to do that, but do not put the rest of my team on trial for something that I suggested.
Calm down, Agent.
This is calm, and it's Doctor.
No, we...
Igor.
That's enough.
You can't just change the rules, sir.
And you just can't break them.
You're in.
Officer,
They cleared the other location.
Okay, we can find a point of entry. You're with Dr. Reid, you're with me.
Building report could take hours. I don't know if Monica has that much.
He's got complete control. He's not worried about her contacting the authorities. Garcia, run the pump receipts against the timeline. Maybe he used a credit card.
Pumps 1 through 9.
There are plenty of service stations between the community center and here, but he drove her. Means something to the both of them. Luke extorted $25,000 from Natalie Holloway's mother in exchange for information.
The anniversary could have been the trigger. We can't rule out the possibility that Monica committed suicide.
This letter was obviously hand-delivered. Butterfly drawn next to Hope's name. That I can't tell.
And you never will.
Only 4 pairs of shoes in her closet. Make her suffer for a few days by taking the child, then kill her. One little key ring so he could come and go as he pleased, displaying symptoms of withdrawal. Second, both arms.
Who's that with Hotch?
There's been another abduction. A boy named
Ask and you shall receive. It is on your tablets.
With the weather in the area,
Right on Meadow.
Adversity is like...
Oh. Good joke.
Yeah.
Men start dating much faster than females, but Hotch is refuting the data. It's been 2 years and 19 days.
Venus. Love is in the air and...
What dendrophilia is? Dr. Reid? Hey, you were... Yeah, with all the comments printed out as well, if possible.
Cousin was put in a mental hospital in Mexico. He was released 2 months ago.
do you have anything more specific?
He was working on a production of the Mikado in '68. Zodiac talked about the Mikado in a letter.
Excuse me, I'm Dr. Reid with the Behavioral Analysis Unit. Was your cousin by chance a fan of Wagner? Because a CD of the Tragic Overture was sent to the police this morning.
He loved Wagner, especially the Tragic Overture. It's him.
Yeah, well, for the record, a CD was not sent to the police this morning, and the Tragic Overture was written by Brahms, not Wagner, so luckily, I guess it's not your cousin. The FBI would greatly appreciate it if people would stop making false claims to get their 15 minutes of fame. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's not the real Zodiac.
How can you be so sure?
I just know it. I think I just found a cipher from the unsub. The symbols buried Zodiac used in his first message back in 1969. There is no greater sorrow than to recall in misery The time when...
I'm calling.
I can walk. I'll cooperate. Don't manhandle me, thanks. Why?
Because I know what I want now. Think you can win this one?
Considering everything you've put Garcia and so many people through, you are going to have to shoot me in the face before you walk out of here.
Ding.
Catherine Adams.
Everything okay?
Control a drunk woman, and it didn't look suspicious.
You probably just put...
Baby could be a projection of the unsub himself. My parents.
Well, it's been tough. They've gone to a hotel to try to get some sleep.
Well, then what happened 2 months ago? It's precisely what happened to the female victim 6 years ago.
Maybe.
The word slut, the unsub's commenting on Madison's virtue. Virtue and beauty are traditionally celebrated attributes in women.
And she's probably...
Assuming she's under a doctor's care, she might be off her meds. Nail biting can be a symptom of that. But the unsub could be someone close to Nicole. Garcia, we need to look at people in Nicole's immediate circle of family and friends.
created a checklist.
Retaliation. We should and close with it. Any connection to Geitman? No. Surprised what someone with a broken heart will do. You had your phone, which means that he saw it.
I know everything you do.
These are the same sarin devices as the one from the CityLink bus. He's painting it the other way around. Yeah, that's right. Very much so. Which means... Oh.
Sleep. He's able to sneak into a subgroup, but his message? It's
Personal to collateral damage. We already know it was both of you, Phil. Alive.
If I didn't know better, I'd say they were from a whip.
Any idea when she...
A couple of fingers.
What do you mean you wouldn't say your name? So this one right here, second grade education, not to mention a lifetime of PTSD. Michael Clark Thompson. Tom's just in...
before he got it right.
Which tells me he's improvising. Early stages of becoming a killer.
Early stages. As in, you think the murderer could be a kid?
No, I think he's lived with a fantasy for quite some time, but it's only now that he's finally acting on it. Clear! Your contain his rage is unraveling. But Denise Wagner 2 days ago, and now Amy Gibb.
Garcia.
The average adult human head only weighs approximately 10 pounds. Correlation between shoplifting and depression. It's often a reaction to some type of loss or need to fill a void. The person to talk to Amy Gibb was her best friend. She said that Amy invited her over to drink a bottle of champagne that she stole. Aldrin is right in the middle of the unsub's hunting grounds.
There could have been principal.
Proved in the Inspector General's office that Hotch's 911 call was spliced together.
That's a good start, but they're not going to listen to anything we have to say until we give them a viable suspect.
Yes, sir, again.
It was a retort after Hotch exposed her past.
Even if you're right, it doesn't change the fact that...
Drop it, or I will...
I researched all of you.
But yours might. We should also sweep E-Block. Rodden could be holed up. Mr. Scratch. That's why he testified against you. He was part of their plan all along.
She said she has mucho numer to society.
So she's an extreme narcissist.
Stilted and too formal.
Could be
Active for a long period, though.
No.
Do you like her? Romantically?
No.
10:36 p.m., which means we have less than... This to you in order to stop you. Put the gun down. Shut up!
So this could be a drug element on her scalp.
Someone who used this type of... What is it?
Good timing, boy genius. I have the 411 on our second victim.
Happened recently, so look for car accidents.
His fascination with serial crime is deeply embedded in his psyche and part of what drives him.
And each line is like that.
Montolo's lines are... Joseph's here, Joseph's here.
and Morgan and I will get...
Braided knife.
And Mrs. Brewer?
Her skull will...
Everywhere, so we can't isolate point of purchase. A mineral analysis from the sand, however, indicates that it came from the Seneca River in upstate New York. You okay?
Ronnie Brewer.
Hard to stamp out who might be hitching a ride on their computer traffic.
It's possible he's romantically involved with him.
Or they're surrogates for...
Right now, only he knows.
Some high school
Revenge, but this ends right here, right now.
Learn their daily routines.
Wait, Garcia, 2 years ago, San Diego.
Talk to the ME.
Yes!
Am I inter...
So he killed one victim and then fell dormant for a while.
We'll talk later, okay?
No, it's a hard thing to say, but I speak from experience. Don't... Being with you, seeing you, hearing your...
There's a modest insurance policy, 17-year-old.
People have been killed for a lot.
Well, sometimes. And...
You know what?
No.
I'm declaring
But he was probably smart enough. Apps that leave a trail.
Could have.
Hi, Mom. I was gonna call you a little bit later. How are you? What? It's understood.
Hi.
I missed you so much.
Nobody else. Just you and me.
So his credit card receipts have quite the bar tabs.
Living at the apartment, but I've known you long enough. We need to learn.
Volteando por la cámara. Para acá. Por la cámara. La cámara.
You need...
Spencer, please go to the other room.
Don't treat him like a child.
I'm not gonna have this conversation.
Come here, you. Oh, my God. All I've got to look up is that. But I'm also not the one to be doing the time.
I know.
He has deep ties in this community. We're willing to turn over both his personal...
Actions speak louder than words. Then your client presents a flight risk. Defendant will be remanded to...
I'm Luis.
Let's go! Keep moving! Hurry up!
Scale, live in the system, called kill or be killed. For me, reloaded. I unloaded, reloaded, unloaded. I unloaded, then reloaded, then reloaded, unloaded.
I didn't steal from you, Les. That was my stuff. No.
Helps pass the time here because I killed him low. Do what you gotta do.
She asked if that's where you were.
Here.
The last time I saw you, I promised you would not be alone. I'm just trying to keep that the best way I can.
Which one are you?
Because I made a choice. But what if that means I don't get out alive?
They could just be numb to it all.
Well, I'm not.
You never will be. Because you're a good person. And that's the difference.
There's a helplessness in here that causes people to do things they would never consider.
Think of all this.
No, because Spencer Reid is incapable of murdering an innocent woman in cold blood.
You have no idea what I am capable of.
I know you're scared. Try to isolate yourself.
The back of your head, you could.
I have a better idea.
What's that? They're gonna beat you. You'll never see it.
We're taking you home.
He's as compromised as it gets. He hasn't even been reinstated. If we send him into...
Was that a signal?
No.
Was that a prearranged signal to kill my mother?
No.
Tell me the truth!
I am.
Tell me the truth!
I am. You want to know the truth? Your mother is an Alzheimer's-ridden moron who's getting dumber day by day, and if she's dead, it's your fault. Spence!
You.
Spence, she's pregnant! Spence, she's pregnant! Stop it!
When you get him, you call Matt.
What?
Scratch. The second I see his face, I am going to kill him. What's wrong with me?
Like the paint that's drying on a heart that's broke.
It saved my life when I...
Wheels up.
The lily on that last one, Agent. I'll send the results over to the review board this evening.
Did I do okay?
You've had a lifetime's worth of trauma. Like you. An outstanding agent. Like you.
Dr. Spencer Reid has been fully reinstated. Welcome back, Spence.
I left him. You can't connect.
Gone.
Okay, so...
The public staging.
Where's your friend?
That building in the background.
Passenger seat of both of their cars.
Someone lashing out.
Dana.
Three victims.
MDA is a more potent form of ecstasy.
When first responders got here, they found one of the firm's...
He may profile as a hybrid of...
The BAU is under the microscope right mission. No, you're not really there. It's photos. So,
The problem is that there isn't a station in the city.
Owen. You know this guy? We were too late.
Tara, go to the storage unit, see what you can...
That's where he hunted. I survived by playing dead because I screamed.
Is there anything that you do know?
Instead, he'd ask me questions about his coursework. It's between fixated and regressive typology.
This case, I mean, is he a suspect or is he a victim?
And that part of you is trying to figure out.
The kind you only feel when you're 19.
All of them?
And then the Messiah, don't you see? This isn't one serious...
What's this for?
It's for all the times you worried about me. I never said thank you. Thank you.